Hi, hello my dear children. Warm welcome to SPHS Chandapura Teachers channel. So today we are going to discuss about 10th standard chapter 2 acid, bases and salt. Your today's topic is nothing but how strong or acid or base solution. How strong or acid or base solution. Before starting the actual topic, I would like to tell you something that every day early morning you have two choices. So what are those two choices? Listen carefully children. Every day early morning you have two choices. So one, continue to sleep with your dreams. You can continue or sleep with your dreams, or wake up and chase your dreams. So all my dear children, don't continue with your sleep. Okay, so don't continue with your dream. You just wake up and chase your dreams and wake up early and be active all day. So then we'll start today's session, how strong or acid or base solution. So in the previous session we have discussed about what happens to acid or base in water solution. Okay, what happens to acid or base in water? So what happens? Acid will generate H plus ion and bases will generate OH minus ion. And whenever we are dissolving, diluting acid or base in a water, we should not add water to acid or base. So we have to add acid slowly with constant stirring into the water. So all these things we have discussed in the previous class. So today we are going to discuss about how strong acids are bases. Okay, before that I will ask two questions which is related to previous class. So if you dip a piece of red litmus paper, into an acid, what color will it turn? What color will it turn? So what color it will turn? It will not turn any color. It will stay red. So why it will stay red? Because red litmus paper indicates the presence of acid. Okay. And next question is, if you were to drop some phenolphthalein into a base, what color would it turn? What color? If you drop few drops of phenolphthalein into base, so what color it will turn? It will turn pink color. What color? Pink color. Okay. So today's topic will continue. Just listen carefully. So we know how acid base indicators can be used to distinguish between an acid and a base. So acid base indicators we already we are discussing. So acid and base indicators, what is the function of acid and base indicators? They will indicate whether a particular substance is acid or base by changing its color. Okay, so what are acid base indicators? For examples, phenolphthalein, methyl orange, red litmus paper, blue litmus papers. So all those things will come under acid base indicators. Okay, and we have also learned in the previous section. So previous class also we have discussed that about dilution. Dilution decreases the concentration of H plus ion and as well as OH minus ions. Okay, and can we quantitatively find the amount of these ions present in a solution? Listen question carefully. Can we quantitatively find the amount of these ions present in a solution? Can we find quantitative? Next question, can we judge how strong a given acid or base is? So previous class and all we have discussed about whether given solution is acid or base. All those things we have discussed. How we can able to identify whether given substance is acid or base with the help of indicators, natural indicators and synthetic indicators. They will indicate whether given solution is acid or base by changing its color. But here, how we can able to identify, how we can able to judge a particular acid is strong or base? By using what? So answer is, we can do this by making use of universal indicator. So we can able to judge whether a given substance is how much strong or how much weak with help of universal indicator. So universal indicator means what? So the universal indicator shows different colors at different concentration of hydrogen ions in a solution. So it will show different colors in different concentration of H plus ions, hydrogen ions in a solution. Okay. And also universal indicator is nothing but it is a mixture of several indicators. So universal indicator is a mixture of several indicators. It will show different colors in different concentration of hydrogen ions. Okay, and a scale for measuring hydrogen ion concentration in a solution called pH scale. So how we can able to measure hydrogen ion concentration? With the help of what? With the help of pH scale. So pH scale. So in that, P indicates potence in German. Potence means power of hydrogen or potence of hydrogen. Okay, and the P in pH stand for potence. So what? P stands for potence. And meaning what? Potence means power. And on the pH scale, we can measure pH generally from 0 to 14. So 0 to 14. So in pH scale, how it will be? It consists of 0 to 14 scale. So in that, 0 is very acidic, and exact 7 is neutral, and 14 is basic. So 0 is a very acidic to 14. 14 is a very alkaline. Alkaline is nothing but base. So pH should be thought of simply as a number which indicates the acidic or basic nature of the solution. So in the pH scale, what it will indicate that how much strong, how much weak in the pH scale. So we can able to measure. Here the hydronium ion concentration, lower is the pH value. If listen, higher the hydronium ion concentration, lower the pH range. So hydronium ion, if increases concentration of hydronium ion, then lower the pH. So the pH value will be lower. Okay, and the pH of neutral solution is. So pH of neutral solution is how much? 7. So I already said that 7 is neutral. So 0 is very acidic and 14 is very alkaline. 7 is neutral solution. So value is less than 7. So value is less than 7. You can see here. So values here, this is nothing but pH scale. You can see here 0 to 14 and less than 7. 0 is nothing but very acidic in nature, and 7 is neutral, and 14 is alkaline. Okay, and if it is started to less than 7 indicates acidic, more than 7 is nothing but basic in nature. Can you observe here? So values less than 7 on the pH scale represent an acidic solution. So it will represent acidic solution, and as the pH value increases from 7 to 14. So when it increases 7 to 14, and it represents an increase in OH minus ion concentration in the solution. That is increase in the strength of alkali. 7 to 14, if the pH scale it shows increases, so it shows that concentration of OH minus ion is increases. Okay, and generally paper impregnated with the universal indicator is used for measuring pH. For our purpose, we are using the universal indicator to measuring for what? pH, potence of hydrogen. Okay, so you can see here, I draw here diagram. So 0 is very acidic, so concentration is slowly it is going, is it or not? So slowly it has started to decreasing the concentration of H plus ions, and here it is full weak acid, and it is started and it becomes here fully basic in nature. You can see here it is increasing H plus ion concentration. It is increasing the H plus ion concentration, and 7 to 14 it is decreasing the H plus ion concentration. Okay, and exact 7 is what? Exact 7 is neutral. 7 to 14 is what? Basic nature is increasing, and 0 to 7 what? 7 to 0 what? Acidic nature is increasing. So exact 7 is neutral. So variation of pH with a change in concentration of H plus and OH minus ion. This diagram is nothing but variation of pH with change in concentration of H plus and OH minus ions. Okay, and the strength of acids and bases depends on that. So strength of acids and bases depends on what? Number of H plus ions and OH minus ions produced respectively. So strength of acids and base depends upon what? The acid depends on H plus ion, base depends on OH minus ions. And if E take hydrochloric acid and acetic acid of the same concentration. So if we take hydrochloric acid as well as acetic acid of the same concentrations, say 1 molar, then these produce different amounts of hydrogen ions. So that this will produce different hydrogen ions. So concentration will be varying. So according to that concentration in the pH scale, it will show the color. Okay, and acids that give rise to more H plus ions are said to be strong acids. So if it is produce more H plus ions, so we can call it as that is very strong acid. If it is produced an acid that give less H plus ions are said to be weak acid. If it is produced very less, that is weak acid. So can you now say what weak and strong bases? Now you can say, children, how we can say what weak are and weak and strong bases. So weak bases means the bases which produce very less OH minus ions. If it is strong base means it will produce more OH minus ions. Today we have discussed about how strong are acids are bases. So in the next session we are going to discuss about importance of pH in everyday life. Until that, bye bye children.